And welcome back, everybody. It's 2020, 2024. We fucked it up already. We started the new year wrong.
No, you fucked it up.
All right. You say 2024.
2014.
Yes, 2014, the year where the greatest comic book film of all time came out. Amazing
Right.
Spider-Man 2.
No, Jesus.
It's a joke. Yeah. Hope you all had a good Christmas, everyone. I hope you all had a good New Year. Kyle,
I didn't.
let's get the elephant's cock out of the room. How's your finger?
It's a great start to the new year.
Hell yeah.
New Year's Day, I chopped off a chunk of my finger, so yeah.
Wonder who did it.
So other than that, yeah. Oh, I got a new Prezi from Santa. It's a whole lighting thing. I've not worked out the controls for it, but it's getting there. It looks cool, I guess, on camera. So
Yeah.
and then Callum also got me something. I've tucked it away right now, but Callum also got me a Homelander print signed by Homelander. So that was pretty cool. We'll probably have to get like a video of that and just pop it on YouTube or something. You interact. It's only like a brief interaction. I've seen it, but pretty cool nonetheless.
Yeah, Anthony Starr's he was a busy man, but he seems like a pretty cool guy. You go to these conventions, and some of them seem like, knobheads. He seemed like a pretty cool guy. When he was walking floor, he was interacting with people, and yeah, obviously I told him that I love Banshee. If you haven't seen Banshee, amazing show, check it out. He seemed to appreciate that. So, yeah. But anyway, Kyle, we are going to review 2023 entertainment as a whole. Just a quick rundown. Talk about some of the highs of the year, some of the lows of the year. I know a friend of the channel, Bad Habits, he's doing a 3-part video on 2023 as a whole. He's doing a 3-part video.
You're not even saying it right. You're going 3. It's 3.
Shut up, mate.
3.
I'm Yorkshire. I can say it how I want.
I'm fucking Yorkshire.
No, you're not. You don't count. I'm more Yorkshire than you.
I'm more Yorkshire than you. I'm older than you. So shut up.
Oh, you're older than me.
Yeah, I am.
Shut up.
Because I'm older than you because I was stupid and I got put back here. That's how we know each other.
I'm
joking.
I'm your big little brother.
Yeah, okay.
We're really not acting our age, are we? Going, I'm older than you. I'm bigger than you.
What's your favourite colour? Mine's better.
Not ever. What the fuck's behind you? It's shit.
Yeah, it looks like vomit a little bit.
No, I like it.
Yeah, need a better camera, and then I probably could download a thing and sort that out. But anyways,
no, this year the production's going up. We will get Kyle a camera and a microphone, probably one of these microphones. So 2023. Let's quick one. What were your favourite film of 2023? Not. What do you think the best film was? What do you think your favourite film was? Even though the best film might be your favourite film, in your opinion. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I think going from a critical standpoint, I think it's gonna have to be just because it's his first debut directing a film. It's got to go to Creed 3, is the best critically. My favourite film, for me personally, has got to be Across the Spider-Verse.
Do you know what? I like that Creed 3 as a pick. I loved Creed 3, and do you know it only came out this year? I've probably watched it another 4 times at home. It's such a good film. I'd say, best film of the year, not my favourite film of the year, best film of the year. Probably Barbie. No. But I tell you what, that Barbie Oppenheimer double feature was a great night. And that was like 6 months ago now. How weird's that?
Yeah.
But that Barbie Oppenheimer double feature was a great thing for the cinema in general as well. Really helped the box office this year. But Oppenheimer, from a critical standpoint, is definitely the best film. Definitely had the best performances in there. Robert Downey Jr. needs to win an Oscar this year, definitely. But yeah, no, my favourite, it's got to be Guardians 3. It's got it's that film made me cry. It made me laugh. It gave me every emotion. You know, I left that film with tears and an erection. No, I didn't have tears. Sorry,
right.
I can't help myself.
But we can't disqualify the other great movies we've had. Like, I know we're like with John Wick. I love John Wick 4. I still think third is probably my favourite, and then it's the first one.
John Wick 4, such a
John Wick with 4 definitely better in the cinema for me. I just love sitting there watching the action unfold on the big screen. I feel like it looks amazing on there. And obviously Oppenheimer, I've not seen it again, to be honest. I've just not had the means to sit down and watch one of this long film. Yeah. So I've not had the chance to do it. I've watched Barbie, I think, through 2 or 3 times. I can't really remember. I
need to watch Barbie again. I loved it. I haven't watched it again yet.
I think I've only seen it twice. I saw it in the cinema with you.
Oh, we were gonna watch
and
it,
and then I saw it again with Zara.
But
yeah,
we didn't have the means to at the time. It was like, how the fuck can we watch it? But yeah, another one I want to bring up, which I thought was great this year, Dumb Money.
Dumb Money, yes, that was a really nice little film. I quite enjoyed that.
That was a fun film. I saw on Saturday, technically last year still, I saw Wonka. That was a good fun film that I really enjoyed as well. We actually was gonna go see that, but due to scheduling, was that actually God? Like the bright white light. God just paused it for a second. G'day, Kyle Mush. How's it going?
Oh, hey, God. So we unfortunately over the holiday season, I guess, we didn't really get a chance to go to the cinema just because I was working extremely late. Well, not extremely, but I was working late, and by the time I got in, if I got changed, got ready, had food, I wouldn't have gone to the cinema till late, and I would have been extremely tired, so I wouldn't have been able to give a proper review anyways.
You haven't even seen Aquaman yet, have you?
I've not seen Aquaman. No. Oh, you gotta tell him. You gotta tell him what happened with Aquaman.
I didn't want to sit down and do a review of Aquaman if I were just gonna talk shit about it. I'd have liked to talk about it with you if you've seen it.
Yeah.
But, I wasn't just gonna sit there and talk shit. I did a comic book film ranking, so you can kind of tell where it plays for me there. I didn't enjoy the film, but halfway through the film, fucking fire alarm went off. So
it's the irony of the fact that you went. Yeah.
Fire alarm went off.
Yeah.
And I got these.
It's crazy.
Got these free ticket things, and it says this ticket has been issued as a result of an interruption to the performance due to causes beyond our control, and will be honoured for admission at any view. So that's 2 free tickets for us there.
Tell you what, I know we're talking about films that we've obviously watched in 2023 and we're thinking our best. I've not seen it. I completely forgot about it just because of it didn't have a massive marketing push. But The Killer with Michael Fassbender, I've been meaning to watch that. That's something I need to get on with.
I watched the first hour of that, but it was while working early, and I didn't fall asleep because it was boring. But I watched about the first hour, and I thought, this is fucking good. I just hadn't had a chance to jump back on it. But speaking of Killers, one I think we missed because we was away that weekend, and then we never actually thought about it again with Killers of the Flower Moon. We was away the weekend it came out.
Yes.
And yeah.
It's we still haven't seen it. Obviously we do want to see it. We just, again, it's a long film. We have to sit down and kind of watch it. We didn't even bother watching that Rebel Moon.
I did.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Any good? Yeah. I watched 2 other films this year with so Operation Fortune. It's a Guy Ritchie film.
It came out beginning of the year, though, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not that good. I wouldn't recommend. It's a very bland Jason Statham film.
The Gentleman as well, which I am as well. I love that film, and it's a shame.
It is a shame. I watched another film that he did as well, which I'm quite surprised that 2 films coming out in the year. It was
The Covenant.
The Covenant, yeah. I liked it. I think I don't think it was really a movie that Jake Gyllenhaal could do. To be honest, it just the way the role had, like, the other guy though, I've forgotten his name. I feel really bad. He stole the show for me. He was great.
Yeah, I would for a little bit. I think
he's in it briefly. Yeah. Which I thought was pretty cool. He's the like I said, Jake Gyllenhaal. I love him, but in this film, I was just kind of like, I felt like this role could have gone to someone else. I don't know. It just, for me, it didn't really fit him. But the role of his sort of savior who dragged him across, I can't remember where they were now. It's probably some really bad country. I'm not going to say anything, but that he was amazing. The film wasn't fantastic, but it was pretty good. I would recommend. Just have a look here, see if there's anything else I've seen throughout the year. Just some, offshooters instead of doing the big ones. Indiana Jones.
Yeah, a bit of a letdown, wasn't it?
Yeah, the opening to that film was fantastic. Yeah. Great. And then it just kind of topples down. The creator, visually impressive. The scale, everything like that.
Funny enough, that is a film I want to watch again.
I don't. I spoke to a friend at work and he said, yeah, it's not a good film. Obviously, if you like it, fair enough, we're not going to shit on it, but you are wrong. Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Dead Reckoning Part 1. Which I don't think is actually Dead Reckoning Part 1 anymore. I think it's just going to be Dead Reckoning. I think they're looking to change the name for Part 2 because it didn't do amazingly at the box office.
Yeah.
But, it was a fun film. It felt like a Part 1, but a full film at the same time, I think. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was definitely, for me personally, I enjoyed the film. I just think the previous ones were better just because of, I felt like this kind of had you have to rely on previous knowing in the previous films, which is not like a criticism. It's more of a, I've not watched them, I should probably go back and watch them and
I think Fallout's the best. 6. You like 5?
I didn't like Fallout. I love Rogue Nation. Yeah. Rogue Nation was fantastic. I didn't like Fallout. I found it a little boring, even with of course
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yeah, sorry, I'm very bad with names. Even with him in the film, it just didn't, I wasn't clicking with anything in the film. Nothing really gripped me on it. We got some cool announcements. Obviously, we'll talk about that in the what's to come in 2024. But just having a look again. Cocaine Bear, we didn't see that. Old Dads, Renfield. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's have a look, see here. I swear I saw something. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it released this year, actually. It was called Violent Night.
No, was... it's
got when was that?
That was last year.
Oh, was it last year? Right.
Because it was so close to the end of last year that it gets so, yeah. But,
65 with Adam Driver.
Yeah, we saw 65. That was... Do you know... That was probably one of my most anticipated films as well for 2023.
Yeah, because it's Adam Driver in a sci-fi setting.
Adam Driver, sci-fi setting. Writers, I believe, of A Quiet Place, or at least producers of some sort. And I was like, oh, this is going to be ace. And it was just a slow, boring,
it's a very flat film.
We went to go see that we didn't even go to our regular theatre to see that, did we? We only saw that because we had... you managed to get some free tickets. That's the only reason we saw it.
It was kind of a last minute thing. I was like, come meet me. I've got some tickets from a friend at work. He's not going now. Yeah, it's been a weird year.
Let's break down some of the comic book films. Which first out of the gate was Ant-Man and the Wasp:
Quantumania. I watched Chicken Run, by the way.
How was Chicken Run?
I didn't finish it just because we had to do something, but from what I watched of the film, it was okay. I guess, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
But anyways, continue.
Comic book films, and I've already ranked them all last week, but let's run down them in order that they came out. If I can get the order right, I think I might be able to. So first one out the gate this year was Quantumania.
Where do I rate it? Or what's the rating?
What do you think about the film in general? Because some earlier films in the year we actually didn't review because we didn't have a channel.
It's a load of shit. The CGI was awful. Bill Murray couldn't even save this film. Kang was pretty good. Obviously, Jonathan Majors playing that role. Kang was good up until the very end, where it's made very apparent that this film was going through some, behind-the-scenes issues with the writing.
Yeah.
So, that's where I stand.
They shouldn't have ended that film like that. Yeah, that came in.
I don't think it would have. It would have bumped the movie up a little bit, but it wouldn't have saved the film.
If it ended with this sense of dread, then yeah. But in hindsight, now it's like, thank God they didn't set Kang up amazingly, because the disappointment would be even more so. I think for the general going movie audience, it's okay because Kang has been a bit hit and miss here and there. Like I say, I'm not talking about Majors as a person, but I loved Majors in the role of Kang the Conqueror in Quantumania. Oh, 1 minute, Kyle's he's doing something.
Sorry, I just had to grab something.
Feed your pet pigeon. Feed your pet pigeon.
How do you know I got a pigeon?
I know you got a pigeon. But yeah, I thought Majors were great in that role. But the film, I'm always... First half's a bit dull to me. Second half is a lot better. But it don't make the film better overall. But that was still number 6 for my comic book films that year.
Really? What was your number 7? So I haven't watched the video yet.
Aquaman.
Oh, really?
Really.
See, I feel like I'm going to like Aquaman more than you. I don't know why, I just feel like I am.
Do you want to know what was number at the bottom?
Go on.
The Marvels. Number 8.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think that film was that bad.
I had it separated into, 2 films that I thought were really bad. Then the middle section was... These are, good, okay-ish films, good. So, going from okay to good. And then, my top 2 were... I had to stay. I was like, I don't think number 3 is nearly as good as the next 2. It's just the next 2 are fucking leagues ahead of everything else, which were obviously Spider-Verse and Guardians. But yeah. But then Shazam: Fury of the Gods. That was...
forgot about
that. Exactly forgettable. I said it's a fun-ish movie.
It's very generic.
I watched it again before I did my ranking on some of the ones I was not as familiar with, or ones I only watched like once. And yeah, it bumped it down a bit after watching it again. And then what else have we got? That came out in that year. I think Guardians was after Shazam. Guardians were great. Fantastic. We all know Guardians were great. We're not going to go on about Guardians any longer.
It saved the MCU, everybody.
No, but the MCU's dead again, Kyle.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you cunts just make your mind up? Yeah, I know you're going to comment and stuff. I really don't give a fuck. Just stop whining. Fuck me.
And then The Flash after.
I was about to say Flash.
I quite enjoy The Flash. I do.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
It was my number 3.
Love it.
I don't think it was an amazing film by any stretch, but from the quality of comic book films we've had this year, I think putting it at number 3 was probably, for me anyway, the best spot to put it. I don't think Blue Beetle were better than it. I don't think...
What was your number 4 then?
Blue Beetle. Shazam were number 5. Quantumania number 6.
See, I'd have Blue Beetle just above Shazam, but I'd have the Marvels over Blue Beetle. So it'd be like the Marvels, Blue Beetle, then Shazam. Actually, I don't know. I'm a bit indecisive about Blue Beetle and Shazam, to be honest.
Yeah.
But The Flash is definitely going to be up there for me. It's probably going to be in the same spot as number 3, to be honest. I know our top 3 is very similar. It's just in one of a...
Yeah, you'll have Spider-Verse number. I already said it in the video. Yeah. I says Kyle will have Spider-Verse at number 1, and Quantum Mania will be last. And I says, and he ain't even watched Aquaman yet, and he'll still think Aquaman's better.
Yeah.
Than Quantum Mania.
Yeah, so Aquaman's better than Blue Beetle. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Great movie review.
Yeah. But TV this year as well. We started the year fantastic with The Last of Us season 2. Last of Us season 1. I have watched it again and again this year. Well, last year, throughout the year. The third episode, I think might be one of the best episodes of television we've ever had. And that was the one that everyone complained about for reasons. I was going to say obvious reasons, but it's just stuff that people complain about. That third episode of Last of Us was fantastic. Fuck you if you didn't like it. No, I'm joking. But yeah, Last of Us started off amazing.
Can I just get something out of the way just because I've watched it recently?
No.
And Monarch, I spoke to a little bit before the show. It starts off not the best. It starts off good, and it just sort of declines downward. Like the soldier who seems to be like a key part of it, and you've got this really awesome special thing of having Kurt Russell and his son play as the same guy but at different times, which is it's a fantastic thing. They've just done it so horribly. Like the pacing is so bad. They go between years and it bounces back and forth. It's like this character dies and you go back even further. It's a mess. It's a mess of a show. And our three main characters that we have, I'd say like the hacker girl, she's annoying. She's really irritating. She's just complaining all the time, and she gets herself into this situation and she complains about it. The two that are supposed to be related or whatever, I don't know if there's going to be a twist or whatever. They're likable. I like them. I like that we saw in the last episode I watched. We saw that there was she was seeing her PTSD play out. I just don't like how they did it, but I like that they were able to show scenes of like someone on the ground, because we see soldiers, we see this, the military side of it, of them dealing with it.
Yeah.
Let's just see the civilian part, and it gets you, man. Like it's like holy moly. I wish it was just a full episode instead of like jumping back and forth, because that's one of its biggest issues. Sorry, just a quick review on Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. If you like Godzilla, don't watch this. Go watch -1.
Yeah.
This is coming from someone who absolutely loves the first Godzilla film from what year did that come out now?
2014.
Yeah,
nearly 10
2014.
years old.
Yeah, it's just like this universe is a bit of a mess. I can't lie. It doesn't feel connected, but apparently it is. But yeah, this I felt like I was hoping we were going to get something in a similar tone as that, but unfortunately we didn't. I got another thing I wanted to bring up as well, Colin. It's a show, but it's like it's a limited series or whatever. Continental.
Oh yeah, Continental.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Cue the music.
That was
for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Do you know what that show tricked me? I was like, first episode, I was like, yeah, all right. Second episode, I was like, do you know what? I'm quite interested for the next one. And then third episode came, and it was like, oh my god, just song after song after song, 80s greatest hits, one after another. And
yeah, they play for like 5 seconds, and it was just over.
It was fucking Suicide Squad trailer 2.0, pretty much.
I didn't watch Citadel. I know you gave that a go as well. I know you said it wasn't anything special though.
Didn't like it.
Yeah, Beef. I've not watched it yet, but I know you said it was amazing.
Beef is fantastic. Beef is fantastic. When I jump off Last of Us, obviously we got the Pedro Pascal double feature for a week when Last of Us finished. Mandalorian season 3 started. Bit of a dud, wasn't it? Season 3. I don't think it were bad. I just don't think it lived up to the heights of season 1 and 2. Bit of a letdown. But then, obviously we got Ahsoka, which had some amazing episodes in it.
Yeah.
The Anakin Skywalker episode. Episode 4, when Ahsoka fights Balin. Thrawn coming back. All sorts. Loads of stuff in it.
I watched another show. It wasn't me. My grandma was watching it, and I was just kind of sat downstairs. It was it's fucking awful, but just throwing it out there, I guess it's something I've watched. Fubar with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Did that come out this year?
I think it came out this year. Yeah. It's not that. It's very much like. Yeah, it's very odd. Yeah. Like, it feels like an early 2000s show mixed in with like the late 2007, sci-fi spy shit. I tried to give it a go though, but it's predictable. It's not funny. Arnold, I love you, man, but whatever the fuck this was, this ain't it.
Yeah. Secret Invasion.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Do we have to talk about
Secret Invasion? Do you know what that had? You're going to shut me down on this, but I thought that had 5 pretty good episodes. And then that last episode was one of
I would say okay episodes. They were all good. They weren't anything super special. It just kind of kept leaving us on duds, to be honest. I like the show.
Stick the landing one bit.
But yeah, fuck me, that ending was ferocious.
But then Loki, season 2.
I still stand by it. I think that they didn't really think ahead with the story, but it was quite epic and all that shit.
Loki season 1 and 2 put together is like perfect. If you watch it all as one, it's like perfect.
I wouldn't say perfect. I mean, you know me, I love the show, but I wouldn't say it's perfect by any stretch. Especially that season 2 when he gets the time slipping power, and then he's all of a sudden he walks into time itself, and like it sounds very godlike, which I can appreciate. But
he is a god.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like when you see, it's like with God of War. Great game franchise, by the way. Go check that out. You actually see sort of like, like the wolves, for example, the day and night, and they actually run through the sky and blah blah blah, and they change the time of day and stuff. It's like that. I get what they were trying to do. I just don't think they did it really well because it wasn't really explained. For a show that's about science and time travel, I get it. The time travel bit, you can't really explain it that well because it's time travel. But the actions that they do and the outcome you get, that's something that needs logic, and I don't feel like there was logic in the ending of Loki. I still think it was great. It was epic in the scale of it. I still think the thing that's pulling me down and it's making me like, it's not perfect, is the logic factor.
Yeah.
I get it, it's a comic book TV show, whatever, but, I mean, look at Guardians. Guardians had great, it just had a great, nice logic underlining, whereas this just kind of like, oh, whatever, I'll walk out and take time in my own hands.
Yeah, like I say, I think it was great, and it was about spectacle, and it delivered on that.
Yeah, what's up with if magic and stuff doesn't exist, why does Loki not appear as a frost giant? That's another thing.
Yeah, who knows? But end of year, Marvel give us What If. I don't think
get to watch it.
I don't think any of the episodes reached the heights of season 1 of What If, but I don't think there was any of the same lows as well. I feel like it was just a very steady season, and then after episode 5, when you get introduced to Captain Carter again, every other episode has got Captain Carter in it. So, yeah. But there were some great ones like the Hela and Wenwu one. When Hela finds the 10 rings. That is pretty fucking good. The original character they did, Canary, I believe it is, the Native American one. That's pretty good as well. That was some good stuff.
Yeah, but didn't she like defeat Thanos with like he had the Infinity Stones and something? Oh no, she defeated Killmonger. I've seen a clip online. I've not seen it, but I've seen a clip
she
online.
Teleports Killmonger out of the suit he's wearing.
Yeah, I don't know. Another one, probably last one we'll speak about, Gen V. Yeah, I'll let you take the reins.
We're not going
to
beat a dead horse here. Kyle don't like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah.
I was quite disappointed.
We're going to be really funny and get a Gen V Homelander quote on the thing I got you because you didn't watch it. But I was like, no, I can't do that to him.
I know. I was actually going to grab it there because our next topic is we're talking about The Boys. Yeah. So here it is, everybody.
Let's bring it up as well. Let's bring it up while you're bringing it over.
There we are.
Yummers.
But yeah, thank you, Callum. It is one of the coolest presents I've ever gotten.
I'll say it's the best. Kyle got me a very cool present as well.
Yep.
I can't get it right now. It's out of reach, but I don't want to get it out while I can't frame it.
You used it for fuel, didn't you?
Yeah. He got me both big Assassin's Creed fans. Well, was big Assassin's Creed fans. It's kind of
we like the OG Assassin's Creed type.
It's kind of how mine and Kyle's friendship started. Talking about Assassin's Creed, and one of my favourite games of all time is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and he got me a print signed from the guy from Black Flag. He also plays Constantine in Legends of Tomorrow and stuff like that guy. What's his name? It's is it Matt Sump now? Yeah.
I don't know. I just shook his hand and said, "Can you do this for Colin?" No, he was a really nice guy. Sorry, my mic's going to go a bit shit. He was a really nice guy, and I got to talking with him about Assassin's Creed and stuff that were really neat. And yeah, just really nice guy. I got to meet. Obviously, I can't pull it out, but if I'll probably get it out sometime in a video. I got to meet obviously Sharik Moore. I think I'm saying his name right. Miles Morales from the Spider-Verse animated films. Really nice guy again. I got him to sign collectible I have. So, yeah.
We've had a good year. Yeah. But this year's going to be even better because The Boys Season 4 is coming. And one of the Latin American Twitter accounts for Prime Video has actually kind of leaked the release date of The Boys Season 4. Now, yeah, we've done it the wrong way to you Americans, but that's the proper way to do it. The date. It is coming on the 13th of June, 2024. I got it right that time. So, if this is real, Kyle, do you think we're waiting too long? You know, we're still pretty much 6 months out from The Boys Season 4, or can you wait?
I can wait because it's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be bonkers. It's going to be The Boys. The Boys are back.
Are you still that hot on it though after Gen V?
Yeah, no. So, listen, the issue I had with Gen V was just the characters didn't click for me. None of them were really likable except for the girl. If she vomits, she goes small, and she is big or whatever.
Great. Sam's great. Marie's great. Jordan's great. They're all great.
For me, she was probably the only standout character that I liked. The rest I couldn't really care about. I couldn't get to terms with. I think I said this before. It's a cool character, a cool concept, but it wasn't gripping me, and it just. I had all these questions, and I felt like I was getting more questions of like, why is this happening and this happening? It didn't. I was really hoping for like a adult version of Sky High. You know, just something a bit bonkers, and you know the superpowers are a bit more crazier or whatever. This just fell flat. The jokes weren't funny. The story just didn't grip me at all. I gave it 3 episodes. I tried to give it 3 episodes. Me and Zara watched it, and I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I was ready to turn it off after episode 2, but I gave it another episode, and it just made me dislike it completely to stop watching. So,
yeah.
With this, obviously, I'm still excited, Colin. Obviously,
yeah. Hey, come on, I can't wait for that. You know, I was gonna say wait for that first trailer. We've had our first trailer. So, yeah, this can't come soon enough for me. I think this is good because this is a lot sooner than I was thinking. To me, I thought they were going to go, right, Gen V came out in September. Now you got to wait until September for the boys season 4. But we're getting it in June, which is kind of the time frame they like to release it anyway. I'm hoping we get 3 episodes. I'm hoping they don't do what they did with Invincible and go 4 episodes, cut it in half, you get another 4 episodes. I think we'll get the full 8. Well, weekly. Well, 3 and then weekly. But yeah. 8.
hopefully.
Yeah. This, just thinking now, the Boys season 4 is probably my most anticipated TV show of 2024. Closely followed behind by House of the Dragon season 2.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But yeah, if this is right, you know, sometimes these other countries' versions of Prime release something, and I think, you know, is that right? You know, other countries' Netflix Twitter accounts announce something. I was like, is that right? No, but I did check it because obviously that's a poster for The Boys season 3. So I went back and checked The Boys season 3's release date. It wasn't. It wasn't the 13th of June. And this lines up as well because the 13th of June is a Thursday, which is what these streaming services are doing now. They release it at like 6 p.m. on the Thursday in America. So it's all lining up pretty well. But let's get to the Kylo topic. Kylo's Kylo topic. I want to break your heart, Kyle.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Adam Driver himself has said he is never coming back to play Kylo Ren. He says they're doing things, but I'm not involved. He says he's done with that part of his life. Yeah, I think we could have either, all gathered that this was happening, but it's still, he's just like stabbed us all in the heart and gone, yeah, there is no chance of a spin-off. A Knights of Red spin-off. Anything like that. Which I kind of get. He's a very serious actor. And I'm not saying he can't be a serious actor and be involved in Star Wars, but he's done it. I think he wants to put that behind him.
I would have liked to have seen potentially, if not on the big screen, maybe in like the small screen, in like a video game. You've got Cameron
Monaghan.
Yeah. He's obviously playing as Cal Kestis in the video games. There's potential hints that he could pop up in live action very easily. But it would be kind of cool if they do something with that character in a video game format. I'm not saying with Cal Kestis, but, it's happened before. It can probably happen again, but let's say with Adam Driver. So yeah, it is quite sad to know that he ain't wanting to come back. It is what it is,
though. Do you blame him, though?
Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I think Adam Driver is a phenomenal actor in his own right. I just don't think he would have been well known if it weren't for Star Wars.
No, that's a good point, and I'm pretty sure he,
He's definitely benefited from Star Wars.
100%.
I would have liked. I would have liked these movies to have the Star Wars movies he was in. I would have liked to mainly focus on him. And the ending of Rise of Skywalker, they could have at least saved this character, and you have something good to go back and watch these films and have that character arc and watch that kind of thing. Unfortunately, they didn't do that. They fucked it all up, and I could see why Adam Driver doesn't like to be involved with this sort of thing, because he gets, with obviously Star Wars and how toxic they can be and how loud everyone is when it comes to this stuff. I get it. You know, it is what it is, and I'm pretty sure he's sick to death of being asked Star Wars questions. You know.
Yeah. He's like the new Harrison Ford.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But yeah, no, it is a shame, because obviously I'd have him back like that. We both agree. One way you can make the Rise of Skywalker a little bit better is have Rey die and her save Kylo Ren. You know, because that, you know, gives Rey a heroic sacrifice, and then it gives Kylo's redemption arc somewhere to be like, I need to live on and be this better person now. So, Rey didn't die for nothing. So, somewhat along them lines. But, well, yeah, it's not happening now. They messed it up, but still. Can't dwell on the past too much. Anyway, Kyle, shall we fix Marvel one more time?
Oh, boy. Let's do it.
Kang Dynasty, you know, this was being reported around when we was, let's say, in a little bit of hiatus. Kang Dynasty, you know, that's not the title anymore for Avengers 5. I'm pretty sure I reported that when I did the video on Jonathan Majors getting fired. One of the ideas at the moment now being floated around Marvel Studios is Avengers vs. X-Men. What do you think of this idea? Or do you think they should stick with a...
It sounds like a very...
Say it. I love the studio. I love Marvel. Sounds desperate.
I say it sounds like we're still in that era of Marvel as of late, you know, with all the duds and stuff like that. You know, it's like, it feels like they brought in Daredevil and it would fit, you know, thinking it would fix the entire She-Hulk show, regardless if it was good or bad. It's something as like, oh, you've got Daredevil in it though. Like, people will watch it because of Daredevil. You know, doesn't matter if it's fucking good. It's Daredevil. It's, you know, it's going to get views. That's what I feel like it is a little bit. It does feel a little desperate. It feels very much Dark Ages of Marvel still, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this is at all set up well, except from like one post-credit scene, and obviously
I see it as we've got a reality in the 838, is it? The one that Wanda went to in Multiverse of Madness. I see it, we've got a reality there where there's a few X-Men who would probably be pissed off at our 616 adjacent reality.
Yeah, but people don't care about adjacent universes. They want the original X-Men to go up against our Avengers, you know, now Avengers.
See. And we haven't seen Deadpool 3 yet. You know, that's coming out this year. That could set it up in quite a good way. But I would prefer they stuck to the Kang story with a recast. I just think, you know, unless that story was completely terrible, and they've had a look.
I think they can just give up on it, you know. I think they can just give up on it. After the end of Loki, they could just be like, right, fuck that. Just throw it under the rug.
It has been wrapped up. They could say the Kang story is wrapped up.
Yeah, they could do that.
Conveniently conveniently solved, weirdly. But yeah, I would love to see Avengers vs X-Men. My only problem is I want to see Avengers vs X-Men. I want to see the Avengers that I grew up with versus the X-Men. I want to see Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Evans as Captain America, Chris Hemsworth Thor, Mark Ruffalo as Hulk. I want to see that original team with obviously other characters sprinkled throughout versus the X-Men.
But it has to be our X-Men still, the X-Men we grew up with as well.
Yeah, no, that 100%. Yeah. That is also...
Sorry, going back to, obviously, we're looking forward to TV shows. Is that what's happening with that Spider-Man and X-Men show? The animated one that they're doing? Do you know if that's coming out anytime soon?
We can talk about that in 2024.
All right, shit, yeah.
But yeah,
watch it be the animated version of X-Men that they fight, but in live action.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, but it won't be. They won't be able to do it because it's animated and it's
unless they just cast everyone who was them as the animated version, who played them in the films. But yeah, I think this is a bit desperate. If anything, I want our new Avengers team to fight a threat and have their film and have their time to shine, because Marvel connectivity needs to, number one needs to be quality, and then it needs to be connectivity, because I think that's one thing it used to be essential. It's like, no, it didn't used to be essential, but because everything was so closely connected, by the time you get to Infinity War and Endgame, the little hints and references here and there, it's like it all paid off, over them years of watching and staying so close to, and looking out for things. But it seems like things are just being rushed, which is what I thought we were getting out of. But if they're just throwing Avengers vs X-Men at the wall, going, this'll work, let's try do this. Do you know what? I'm not saying they couldn't have a good story for it. They probably could. But it needs to be fucking fantastic. Like, I've already decided in my head, if every other film is bad now until Secret Wars, I'm watching until Secret Wars. But then I'll probably jump off after there. It's like, why put yourself through that? I at least want to see where it goes. And then I can complain about it every week and talk about things I don't like.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. But yeah. No, if it is an Avengers vs X-Men film, I just hope they get it right. Which, now that Kevin Feige's got his power back, I think they might. But I'm not too sure. But yeah. Anyway, Kyle, let's look into the future now. And 2024 is up. We're in it. We are living in the future of 2024. Just a quick one. What's your most anticipated film 2024?
It's got to be Deadpool 3. I love Dune, but it's got to be Deadpool 3. Yeah. This film has got a lot riding behind it.
For me, it was a big toss-up between Deadpool 3 and Dune, and it turned out it was like, it's got to be Deadpool 3. It's got to be.
Yeah. It's potentially the final Deadpool film with Ryan Reynolds. They've not said, but this could be the last Deadpool film with Ryan Reynolds.
I think we'll get more.
I think we'll get more Deadpool. I just don't think he'll get his own film.
I think he'll get his own film.
I don't see any room for it. Maybe after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
After Secret Wars, but anything before that or anything like that, no. We won't see another Deadpool movie for a good couple of years, I think.
Just think, though, Dune Part 2 has been in our most anticipated movie list for 2 years in a row.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, obviously, Dune Part 2 is coming. If there's going to be a film which I think is like the best critically this year, it could possibly be Dune. Denis Villeneuve's a master.
That'd be fucking good.
Yeah, but then obviously we've got stuff coming up this week. Not this week, next week. We've got Echo, which, do you know what, is looking pretty good, and it's getting some decent word of mouth. No reviews are out yet, so I'll be looking out for them. But Echo seems like it's going to be pretty good.
We'll see. I'm glad I've got the day off to watch it. You know, we get to watch the whole thing as it drops, which is a nice thing. I'm hoping I get Netflix Daredevil feels for this.
I think we might. How are we doing it? Are we watching all 5, then review, or are we watching episode review?
It depends on the show. If every episode is a standout, and you know, if it's like Daredevil where each episode stands out on its own, then we can review episode by episode. But if not, we'll just do a whole thing and give our thoughts on that.
But yeah, Joker 2 as well. We have got Lady Gaga coming in as Harley Quinn. Do you think that's going to be any good, or does it seem like an unnecessary sequel?
I think with the route that they're going with Harley Quinn is interesting. I just think, in regards to, obviously, I'm fine with having Joker not be connected to anything. Same with the Batman, but I just don't see where this can go. I just felt like the first Joker film was like a big fuck you, and like you're not getting an origin story really. You're just kind of, you know, not a fuck you as in like in a bad way. The film isn't bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. But for me, with the first one, I was kind of hoping that it would shed some light on Joker can be anyone kind of thing. With this, it was like, yeah. With this, it didn't feel like that. It felt very odd, and you know, obviously, it's about the Joker, and nothing's ever set in stone with that character. But with this, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess we'll see. You know, yeah. It could be good. It could be better than the first one. I'm hoping it's better than the first one. But I'm not excited. I'm looking forward. Kinda. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
You know, we've got the Fallout TV show coming in April, I believe. We've got Kong and Godzilla, New Empire in April. We've got Madame Web. Here's a question I wanted to ask you. Do you think Sony this year is actually going to hurt Marvel more, with them releasing 3 films potentially in Madam Web, Craven, and Venom 3? If all these films are great, obviously it won't hurt Marvel. But Marvel's kind of like, no, we're having a year off and we're going to release Deadpool because we know it's fucking ace.
I think Venom 3 is going to make a lot of money depending on what they do with that character. And
you really think?
I think it'll make quite a bit of money. I think Craven is going to make a little bit of money. It's not going to bank, but it's going to do okay. Madam Web, I see him doing the worst, just because of, like, it's a very unknown character for general movie-going audiences, and the fact that it's a movie that's very tied in with the Spider-Man character, and you don't have Spider-Man. It's not like Joker, where Joker's a well-established and well-loved character. It's not like that.
Or Venom as well.
Well, Venom, I feel like Venom is on that level, to be honest.
It's like a Joker and Venom sort of situation, where it's like...
Yeah, whereas Madam Web, she's a good guy, but it's like... Yeah, I watched that trailer again the other night. I was showing Zara, because I showed Zara it. And yeah, I was just watching the trailer and I was thinking, this is really cringy. Like, yeah. I like the concept of a Terminator Spider-Man thing, but the trailer's really cringy.
It could be a good film. We don't know. We haven't seen it.
No, it won't.
I just, are you ready for Lady Morbius?
Oh, right. Madam Morbius.
Madam Morbius. It's Morbid time.
Morbius Web.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean,
I still find it funny that people managed to meme Sony into releasing Morbius again into theaters, and then nobody went to see it again.
yeah. Do you know what though? It's a big fuck you to the corporate, bell ends up there that kind of control certain aspects, because they're the reason we get bad shit a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time.
The reason I get bad shits is dodgy takeaways.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But yeah, all else coming in 2024 that you're looking forward to?
Not really. It's not, it's got quite a few nice bits in the year, but for me, I think 2025 is what I'm really looking forward to, just with what we've heard of what's happening in that so far. I don't know if, obviously they're saying, I read somewhere today briefly, that the next Spider-Man film is getting pushed back to 2026.
I seen a headline about that, and they want it to be like an Avengers level-esque film. But Kyle, I heard it.
I'm not well.
But 2024, Dawn at Planet, not Dawn, fucking Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. We've got that coming. We've got Furiosa coming. We've got the John Wick spin-off, The Ballerina. We've got the new Alien film, Alien Romulus.
See, that's we're in for a good couple of years, I think. Well, this year and next year.
I think this year's going to be better than last year.
See, I'm more excited for 2025 just with the stuff in that. I feel like that tailors a bit more to me. That's not to say I'm not excited for any of this stuff. I can't wait for Deadpool. I can't wait for House of the Dragon, Dune, even Echo next week. But 2025 is where it hits it off for me, because you've just got loads of content coming in, from not just movies but shows, games, So hopefully we'll have a good 2 years of good content. I'm hoping there's no more delays now, because I don't think I can take another. I don't think I have another delay in me. To be honest, I don't think I can take anything else as a delayed project again.
God, right, but Kyle, if Deadpool 3 comes out and it's amazing, is the MCU still dead?
As far as I'm aware, the MCU's already dead, mate. So,
will it revive it?
No.
Even if it's amazing?
No.
But then we can get another season of She-Hulk.
I mean, we can only hope, really, with that.
We could only hope for another
that it gets cancelled.
What, they bring it back just to cancel it?
Yeah, how funny would it be if the episode comes out and it breaks the fourth wall again, and it's just She-Hulk, and she's like standing,
You're
and
not
there's
getting
no
another season.
You're not getting another season, love. Like, get out. We're filming something else here.
Cancelled. Not coming back. You fuckers. But yeah, right, I think that will do us for today. Nice first episode back, nice and relaxed. I think. Was it nice and relaxed?
It was alright, yeah.
Was you relaxed?
Pretty steady.
Yeah, pretty steady away. Remember to... I'm going to get better at outroing this year. So, you want to say before we go?
No.
Fuck off, we're done.